Welcome back to the channel and thank you for checking out this gaming review of Juiced Hot Import Nights. Now this game follows on from the previous game which I put on the channel that was just called Juiced. So this was released in roughly 2007 and wasn't in any gaming magazines back in the day. It was quite a low budget release from THQ. I never even knew they released this game. I've never played it before, so this is the first time. So I thought this game was worth a look, so I downloaded it and started to play. So I'm playing on a PlayStation 2 emulator, so it's not exactly a PlayStation 2, but you can swap around the BIOSes. So it means you can test out games and different performance with different BIOSes. So I'm using the latest BIOS, and this game runs like absolute garbage. I've spoken to a few of my friends who played this game on PlayStation 2 and they also said it played like garbage. It was way better on the export. It was way better on the Xbox and it had a higher frame rate and higher resolution on that console. The PlayStation 2 was a direct port, which means it has a lot of visual glitches where the graphics cards are obviously different. Let's just take a look at the render of these vehicles. They're absolutely awful. The shading is completely off. Now this is 2006, 2007. We are kind of advancing towards quite high quality visuals in games. Think about the games in 2006, 2007. We had games like Call of Duty 4. I mean, I know that's not a racing game. However, the edges of the characters weren't completely shoddy like in this game. Those textures just look like something I can come up with in Photoshop in about 10 minutes. The gameplay was awful. The handling of the cars actually was better than in Juiced. The first one, remember that's on the channel if you want to go and check that out. You can really throw these cars around and this Ford Focus handles like a hatchback should. Whereas in Juiced I think they were kind of amiss a little bit with the handling characteristics of certain cars. As you can see, I'm getting some visual glitches on the screen which makes actually seeing the road extremely difficult. I literally didn't want to waste my time and your time with this game. I didn't plan a full review. This is just one edit of audio just to tell you how awful this game is. Graphically, the game is visually kind of pleasing. The crowds are not 2D anymore. However, the car renders and the road textures just look absolutely abysmal. So they get a 3 out of 10. The gameplay, the handling's quite fun, and I'm sure it's fun on the Xbox with high resolution. On this console that I'm playing on at the moment, it's nearly unplayable. So that gets a 2 out of 10. You can still modify your cars, so that kind of aspect of the gameplay is still great fun. However, if you then can't race it because of visual glitches, I guess it kind of takes the fun away from the game. Would I recommend this game if you enjoyed Juiced? It's probably worth a look in, especially if you're on a original Xbox where the resolution was quite high. On this game, on the PlayStation 2, for me personally, it's not something I'm going to go back to. I think for the PlayStation 2, this is probably one of the worst racing games ever released. For me, this game is just truly disappointing for a PlayStation 2 racing game released in the late 2000s. When I was downloading this game earlier, I was so happy. I could not wait to play it, and it was just met with disappointment, sadness, and regret for even wasting my bandwidth on downloading this game. I had really high expectations and maybe I shouldn't have. However, I'm sure I can find more fun racing games on the PlayStation 2 to show you guys. It just isn't worth a long video, a long planned out review. You can see from this gameplay that the cars handle okay, the graphics look awful, and the menus lag. There's not really much else I can say about this game. It's playable at best. Would I recommend it? Try it on the Xbox if you have it. If you have a PlayStation 2 or an emulator, it is not worth the hassle of downloading this game to find it plays like shit, effectively. I'm also not sure what's going on with the character renders. They look absolutely awful. It looks like everyone's on crack. I think we should leave this review here. And being quite negative about the game, the cars handle fine. That's the game's positive point. The only thing I can pull from it. Also, drifting is quite fun. I'll see you in the next video where hopefully we have a better game to review and look at.